moving on to the next topic, man. So I know we talk a lot about child support and things of that nature. We've done a couple of segments on it, and it's been men here recently that have had it. We talked about Erica Mena and Safari. We talked about Kevin Costner and his wife. But now we're on the flip side of things. And here recently, Halle Berry, formerly the most beautiful woman in the world, bar none. She's still beautiful now.
Matter of opinion. She's still beautiful. It is.
She's still beautiful. It is what it is. But she's been going through a now 8-year divorce. Now an 8-year divorce settlement with her former husband. And she's now she's been not I'm talking about sentence like she's going to jail. She's being told to pay him $8,000 a month in child support for their children. Now, D-Lo, how do you feel about this whole situation going on with Halle and her former husband, sir?
I'm very tired of hearing about celebrities and child support.
It's
just getting old. I mean, I know in America, the divorce rate is very high.
Very, very high.
At one point in time, it was 50%. I don't know if it's going down or if it's going up. I would imagine it may have gone up, especially after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But this,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but that was
what
you got a point. No, it's just like
after COVID.
Sometimes people realize who people are. You know what I'm saying? When they have to spend an extended amount of time with
motherfuckers. Yeah. I mean, you had a lot of things increased in relationships when COVID hit. For good and bad, divorce may have increased. I didn't look at the stats to see. Domestic violence, I know for sure did increase, but also whether people wanted it to or not, pregnancies also increased because
they did.
What else were you doing?
Pandemic babies came out, bro.
Yeah, I had me one. But
hey, lit, it's all good.
But no,
don't talk about my nephew like that. No, just play.
No, listen, man.
It's all good. I know.
I'm tired of this, man. But in regard to this, she agreed to pay for in the settlement. She agreed to pay for the child's private school tuition. Mm-hmm. She agreed to pay for the school supplies and any extracurricular activities that it's a boy, that he partakes in. On top of that, they also will be sharing physical and legal custody of the kid. So, she's you know better than me how what that means, but my understanding of it is that not only does the father have equal say in what goes on with the child, he also can see the child or can have the child at least half the time or whenever it's accessible to him with no issues, right? So on top of all of that, he then gets $8,000 per month and any 4.3% of any income she makes over $2 million. Maybe I'm too prideful, but as long as if you take care of all of the stuff that the kids, the school supplies, extracurricular activity, maybe a few clothes here and there, as long as you allow me to see my kids and I can have say so with what goes on with them, man, keep your damn money. Pay me an alimony. See, my thing is, and I know I draw answers out along.
No, you're good. Do your thing.
My thing is with child support, people use the child support to get what they think they should get in alimony, but they know they're not going to get. So in order to make up for it, they ask for exorbitant amounts of money in child support. And in the grand scheme of things, I know we've talked about way larger amounts than $8,000.
Way larger
amounts.
$213,000 a month from Kevin Costner is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. So
but anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, I feel like maybe I'm too prideful, but the child support thing is just getting old to me. The system needs to be revamped both ways.
100%. It really does, man. And I feel the same way as you, bro. To be perfectly honest with you, because just to give you a little bit of a rundown, I have joint custody of my daughter. I don't have. I do have. Joint custody meaning that I
That's
do
what they have,
have.
right? That's what Halle Berry and the
Well, no, they
ex-husband have,
have
joint custody.
sharing physical custody is better than having just joint.
Okay.
Sam's mom, my daughter's mom, has full physical. I just
Okay.
have joint. So I do have, even though, shout out to Sam's mom.
Yep.
She's not putting no parameters on what I can do, but
OG.
being big time OG, right? But she I have parameters on when I can see Sam. I'm supposed to only see her, weekends and in split holidays and every day for the summer. That's my parameters. But having
But you took
full
it upon
physical,
yourself to do other stuff,
you see what I'm saying? And because she could have never
and
said
she
I was
had
a
no
bad dad.
issue with it.
No
Yeah.
issue with it, right? So say for instance, if something happened to where I got custody of Sam, and there was a whole situation about how much, bro. Keep your bread, bro. I'm the same way.
Right.
Keep your money. Your money going to your household. I could take care of Sam on my own. If you want to do
Right.
anything, make sure you seeing Sam, and make sure you
Right.
helping with you doing your thing as far as school clothes and school supplies. And if I do hit you up and say I need something for Sam, then you
Right.
should have no problem all right, bet. So do your thing just for the child. I don't need nothing
Right.
for myself. I can take care of myself. And that's what a lot of
Yeah.
these child support situations happen. They go into is what they think they deserve as a person, but they're using the kids as pawns. And that's what I don't like, bro. I don't like that. I have that because and okay, hold on.
Yeah. Slow down. It's all right. Take your time.
No. I'm not talking about, I'm not getting riled up. Sometimes I do when they come to child support because some dudes deserve to be on child support because they make guys like us look bad, right?
Right.
But I'm going to hesitate to say this because I might rile some people up. But it's funny how you see this situation with Halle Berry and Olivier Martinez. And in this situation, the woman is being asked to pay child support and the man is just accepting what comes with it. Cool. Whatever you give me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
cool with.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of situations, when it's vice versa, that woman gonna ask for
It's
more.
about equal. The
Right.
situation is
Yeah.
relatively equal, so to speak.
Relatively
Yes.
equal. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at this situation with Halle Berry and you go back to the Costners, Miss Costner was fighting for so much more money. And I want to say that most of the time, women fight for more. And in some instances, they deserve that much. They deserve more because that man
Mm-hmm.
ain't doing what he's supposed to do. But whenever you talk about a man who is doing what he's supposed to do and a lot of spite comes into the situation, and I know what happens on the men's side too. Like I ain't gonna say that the men don't get spiteful and they say maybe it's just not reported because I've not seen it, honestly. But I'm sure there's some spite that goes into it, some things behind the scenes that we don't see. But whenever you're talking about stuff like this, you know, I don't understand why it's so give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand
Well,
that. It's
I
just weird
mean,
to me.
I understand it. Um, if you think about it traditionally, before, I don't know, whenever the time frame was, but when women didn't work
Mm-hmm.
and they were strictly housewives and
Mm-hmm.
stay-at-home moms,
Yeah.
you had husbands out here running around doing whatever they want to, and then get a divorce, and the mother's left with nothing. She has no work experience. She has
Yeah.
no money to her name.
Yeah.
I get it. That's when the system was made. Okay, we need to take care of these mothers that don't have anything to their name, and now they're on
Mm-hmm.
their own. They have to figure out what to do. I get that,
Yeah.
but for the most part, we don't live in that system anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Women work. They're outside the house working. They don't strictly take care of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
They do have their own money. They do have their own things to their name. So to say that we're still living in this, and that's every system in America. The school system the industrial school system that we live in now needs to be revamped.
Mm-hmm.
The child support system needs to be
Needs to be
revamped.
revamped.
It's
Yep.
just everything is old and archaic now.
Yeah, it is.
But to say that living in 2023, where I want to say, I again, I guess I need to start really looking up hard factual numbers, but I'm just giving a rough ballpark here. I would dare to say 75% of women have some type of occupation um, outside of the home. Then it may be a little bit high, so give or take a couple of points or maybe a
Yeah,
few,
percentages. Yeah.
but more women work outside the home than not. And so when it comes down to it, they're really just taking advantage of the situation. They're
Mhm.
taking advantage of the system, and everybody takes advantage of the system to some degree when they have the
Mhm.
opportunity to do so. But I said it last time that we talked about child support. I'm gonna say it again. It needs to be a scale, and
Mhm.
whatever the person makes when they get to a certain point, you can't give any more and go
Yeah.
from there. Yeah, but but long story short, I understand why women do it because traditionally they did not. When divorces happened, they were the ones that were in the house, and now they don't have any experience, and so
Yeah.
to offset that and make sure that they're set down the line, the money is
The
transferred
money is
from the
transferred.
husband
Yeah.
to the wife.
And I'm not here to say that all women do this. Some do, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And some do take advantage of the system. Some deserve to get more because of the way the man is in the situation. If he is truly deadbeat, then he don't, you know what I'm saying? But there is a lot of situations where that is not the case. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I just, it was just interesting to see. We always see child support that the man is going to have to pay, and this was just an interesting situation to see that, a woman celebrity is going through that same situation, and just to kind of talk about it and see what we think, man. And it's not the exorbitant amount of the costumes, of course, um,
Hmm.
but she's gonna have to pay something, and
Yeah.
it just seems because it looks like $96,000 a month is what Mr. Martinez is going to get just in child support, and
1,000 or 100, 9,600
96,000. I didn't say a month. Didn't mean to say a month. I meant to say a year.
a
So
year. I
because
got you.
yeah, so 96,000 is what he's going to be getting a year in just child support, and then that 4.3% of whatever she makes could be whatever number. So if that comes out to be 120K, he gonna get he gonna get 200,000 a year. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I know Halle ain't gonna stop working. She's gonna keep doing the thing, and I know she's not gonna just be spiteful off of what the ruling is. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And commend her for that for sure.
Well,
But
she
it's
can't
just
work right
different.
now because they on strike.
That's true. That's true. That's true. They are on strike.
Yeah.
They've been on strike for a minute, Lo. But
Yeah.
that's another topic. But I mean,
Hmm.
we gonna see how this thing play out. I mean, it was just a different type of story, so that I kind of wanted to touch on. And finally, the divorce is over after 8 freaking years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't understand why it took that long, but I guess just stalling and trying to see who get what and da 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 da. But 8 years is kind of crazy. And divorce, man, just stick in there and stick it out, man. Fuck that divorce shit. I ain't with it, but
100%.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I agree with you. Every word you said finishing out there, I agree with.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for watching this video. If you've made it this far and you like what you see, there's a video on the screen right here. Make sure you click on that. I think you're going to love that as well. And also, when you're on all your streaming platforms, wherever you find your podcasts.